Hi guys, I am doing a pre-recorded show for Jess FM. You're obviously getting this at around 10 a.m. on Thursday, where I'm actually sitting at work. I usually get Thursdays off, and I'm usually always up in the radio room, but this weekend I'm heading out to Nelson. So you guys get my awesome pre-recorded stuff. So I'm sitting in the London Road area right now. This is where I am. This usually is the garden. It looks way more pretty than it is now, but we're obviously in fall. And it's Monday around 11 in the morning when I'm recording this, so this is super cool. So I obviously have this awesome written out session or segment that we're going to be talking about. Like it was for about moms that need a break from society. I chatted about that last week, but I feel so strongly about this conversation that I really just want to do it right. I want it executed right. So I'll come back to it again when I come back to the studio. So today we're going to talk about something that I actually had a conversation about with a friend a couple of days ago. A couple of days ago, and it just really hit me in all the feelings. And I almost feel like everybody has been at this point or is in this point, and I even struggle with this. So it's like if I'm struggling about this and learning from it, then I think that there's somebody out there who is as well, and maybe this will help them in some way. So it was about money. Money is like not a fun conversation. Nobody likes to have that conversation. We all kind of a lot of us, should I say, just want to pretend that, we're all doing just fine in the financial area. And we just don't like to talk about it, right? And my friend says to me, once I have money, I'll be happy. And I have such a hard time with that phrase. Once I have money, then I'll be happy. For me, money is like the root of all evil. We need it to live. If we want a house, we need money. If we want a car, we need money. If we go to the grocery store, we need money. Like, obviously, we do need money to live. But we don't need money to capital letter live, in which I mean like happiness and have fun and enjoy life. But we all have or had in the past or still going through the time where it's like, once I have money, then I'll be happy. I'll be able to buy my happiness. But money can't buy you happiness in an internal way of, you're going to, as soon as you have money and you buy that lipstick, you're going to be forever happy. No, because once that lipstick runs out, you're not going to be happy anymore, and you have to again find the money to go buy that said lipstick. It gives you happiness for a moment in time. We all know the word therapy shopping, right? In that moment, it brings you joy, it brings you happiness. But when you're done and the money ran out, then you're right back into that loophole of, when I have money, then I'll be happy. And we need to now learn how to find happiness within ourselves, right? Like, that's where our happiness is. Everything around us is, but it has really nothing to do with our day. It's kind of like, last week when I said we put so much emphasis into the words, right? Like Monday, right? We all hate Monday. I woke up this morning and saw so many posts about hating Monday, but it's like, it's a beautiful day out. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's supposed to be a high of 14 or 15 degrees. When you wake up and you automatically put that intention that you hate the day, right? Your day is going to turn out like shit. But if you wake up and you're like, I'm going to have a beautiful, wonderful day, you're going to do things to continue that momentum, to continue that energy. And so it's the same with the term therapy shopping, or once I have money, then I'll be happy, right? You're basically saying that you're never going to be happy until your life is fulfilled with hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And then you're going to do that thing of where you go and buy something, and then you come right back to the circle of where you have no money. And then again, you're right back to that, once I have money, I'll be happy. And it's just like this deadly, vicious circle. So how do we find happiness with little money, with no money, or having a lot of money. It's really just about finding it inside yourself and soul searching for yourself. It's waking up every day going, I'm going to have a good day. Today's going to be a beautiful day. The sun is shining. I feel alive. And it's about learning how to find happiness inside those really small things, right? So like today is gorgeous. It's a small thing, but to me it's everything. I don't have a lot of money. I'm totally okay with saying that. I don't got a lot of money. But I wake up going, today's going to be beautiful, with or without money. Today's going to be beautiful, and I'm having a beautiful, wonderful day. And it's easier said than done, because if you're stuck in that hole of once I have money, then I'll be happy, it's hard to crawl out. It's hard to see the day as a beautiful day when you're stuck in that loophole of once I have money, then I'll be happy. Once I have money, then I'll be happy. So how do we get out of that? How do we find happiness? How do we find the happiness within inside of ourselves? If you're stuck in that loophole, the first thing that you want to do right when you wake up is start to count your blessings. Where you're at in your life, to start to think of all the things that you're grateful for. And again, that could be really, really hard for some people, right? Like for me, I can count like 100 as soon as I wake up, or even before I crawl out of bed. But for some people who are stuck so down in that pit, they can't find happiness or gratitude in anything. So if you're really far down there, you're stuck in that pit, start with 3 things. And maybe your first one is that you woke up this morning. That's something that a lot of people don't do. And then move towards, even if you're just like living in your parents' house and it sucks because you have no money, maybe your next one should be, I am grateful that I have such a loving and caring family, that they're able to support me in my hard times. And just those little things are going to start to get you up and out of that dark hole, and being able to see happiness in such small things. And then learning how to enjoy those small things, that's a whole other realm. It really is. It can be really, really, really hard. Even for me, I sometimes have a really hard time with just being okay with where I'm at in my financial situation or in life. So one thing that I do that really, really helps and really works for me is I've changed my mind about money. It's when I can afford this, then I will do it. It's not I can't afford it. I switched those words around, and I'm really grateful for that idea. It's actually, I got that off of an Instagram gal. I cannot remember her name. I'll drop it in the comments when I do. Anyways, they made a money conscious talk, and it was really helpful. I watched it about 3 or 4 times, and I continue to watch it. And she made it very strong about the whole, instead of saying I can't afford it, turn it to how can I afford it, and when I can afford it. And those, lifting that up and taking away the I can't, turns it into an idea of that you can do this instead of I can't do this. And so that's something that I use for myself, is when and how I can, and I take away the can't. So if you're somebody that really struggles with finding happiness, and even the tiniest of the smallest things, start with taking the words I can't out of your vocabulary when it comes to wanting to afford that, and turn it to how and when I can. And those little words are just going to give that idea. It's going to put that mindset that you are going to make that happen. There's so many things in this world that I want to do, and at this moment I can't afford, but I know that I can afford it when I put the proper steps in place to make it happen, right? So it's all about changing the way you think about happiness, taking the harsh words out of it, no, can't, switching them to when and how, waking up every day and just being thankful for your first breath after you open your eyes, and just putting that intention in everything that you do. And that's really how it starts, with being happy with what you have and where you are with your life, money or no money. Money is just evil. It can turn the most decent people into the most shittiest people, and that's just kind of how it is. But we do need it, unfortunately, because we can't live without it. But also we can live without it, and all of that leads into so many deeper and wilder and bigger things. So that's my little podcast chat for Thursday that I recorded today, which was Monday. If you have any questions or have any comments on it, I'd love to hear from you. Totally find me, message me, and let me know. And I hope you guys have a wonderful and beautiful weekend, and I hope that you start turning the words I can't to when and how, and move forward and come out of the hole of when I have money, then I'll be happy, and learn to have gratitude and love for the tiniest and smallest things, because that is what happiness is really all about. Okay, bye.